Hey there, and welcome to episode 44 of Cast Reflect. I'm your host, Connell Luke the Truth Jennings, and as always, I'm joined by Joshua Cast Reflect Murphy. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah?
You?
Yeah, not too bad. Do you like that?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. You're hosting this week.
Yeah. How's your week been? What have you been up to?
Yeah, it's been good, mate. It's been good. Actually, it's been quite hectic. Work's been quite hectic this week, but
Yeah.
I'm all right. Yeah, I'm all right. I've just been chilling. Just been playing a couple of new games, but
Very nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah, all right. Went and recorded some music yesterday for the first time in years.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it was quite fun.
What did you record?
Our good friend Tristan came down from London, and our other good friend Jack.
Yeah.
We went to Brighton Electric and we recorded a garage tune.
A garage tune, is it?
Yeah.
Fair. How did it come out?
It's all right. Little bit of Streets vibes going on, little bit, you know.
So
cool.
this is funny because you texted me the other day, didn't you? With some of the lyrics you've been writing, some of the bars you've been spitting,
some sick bars.
and I said when you're going to record, and you said never, but you went and recorded like the
Yeah,
day
I
after.
didn't use any of my bars.
Nah. Did you not? Did you not do any?
They weren't in theme for the song, you know.
Nah, but you did. You did do some.
I did
do some.
Did some sort. It was more spoken word, but yeah.
Yeah, love it, mate. Oh, mate, cool. You gonna release it or?
I don't know. To be honest, it's all in the hands of Jack, the producer now. So
right,
we'll see what comes out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be cool. Jack, if you're listening, send me a wav of it. I'll stick a riff over it for no reason. Nice, man. Nice.
What have you been playing then? What's on your gaming roster?
Well, I said I've been playing a couple of new games. So I've been playing Advance Wars.
Okay.
The Switch reboot. It's called Reboot Camp, I think. It's Advance Wars 1 and 2. Reboot
Right.
Camp, I think it's called. I think it came out last year or the year before. Just been playing that on Switch, like doing a mission like every evening. Did you ever play Advance Wars?
No, I didn't. I know what it is, but I never actually played it.
It's well up your street.
Yeah.
It's proper up your street. It's not. It's turn-based strategy, but it's quite like intricate with some of its mechanics and stuff like that. You have like your units and stuff, and bases and buildings you can capture, and you either win the game by capturing the enemy's headquarters or by just defeating all their units effectively. Yeah. But it's got like a campaign. It's got different like commanders that you can use that have different abilities, like air, sea, land units that all have different ranges and stuff like that.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, you'd really like it, man. You'd really like it. You can borrow
Sounds
it if
like
you want
it.
after I finish with it. It's got both the original Game Boy Advance games on. Ooh. It's very much the same. If you've played Advance Wars before, you'll know like it's very, very similar. It's quite hard. Like it's really challenging now that I'm getting towards the end of the first game. But it's good. I'm just sort of doing a mission every evening, just like one at a time, just plodding through it at the moment.
Very nice.
The other game I've been playing is the new Prince of Persia.
Oh, it's been
Crown.
really well reviewed, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's fucking brilliant. I've only played it for about an hour and a half, but it's really good, man. It's really good. It's like way more Metroidvania than I thought it was going to be. I thought it would probably be more akin to the old one, the original.
Yeah.
But it's far more Metroidvania. Like it's a proper Metroidvania. Combat's really good. I kind of haven't delved much into the mechanics of it yet, like what you can upgrade and stuff, because I'm quite early on. But it's got that feel to it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, because I mentioned I wasn't really that fussed about it, but since it's come out, I've just heard nothing but amazing things about it. So I've just been like, oh, maybe I should.
Yeah, it's really good, man. What I've played. Obviously, I'll play a bit more next week and let you know how it develops. But it's really good. It's a really solid game, man. It's a really, really solid game. And I got it for £35 on gamecollective.co.uk, I think. So don't get it on the store. PlayStation.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it would work well on the Switch, but I would get it on PlayStation, definitely.
I watched a video. Apparently, it's like it runs phenomenally well on the Switch. Like it's one of the big things is it doesn't matter where you're playing it. It's solid.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. I did think about getting it on the Switch, but I must say the performance and the size, because I only ever really play Switch handheld, I thought that might be a bit annoying. But
Yeah.
then I played Metroid Dread on the Switch, and that's like my favourite Switch game pretty much, other than Zelda. So, but yeah, it's really good. Really good. What about you?
Nice, man. I have been smashing some Resi 4, the Resi 4 remake.
Nice.
And I must say, Leon has an unwavering dedication to puns,
Yeah.
even at the most inappropriate or intense moments.
Yeah.
Which is pretty funny, but yeah, it's wicked, man. I'm loving it. I'm pretty far in. I've just beaten Ramon Salazar and headed over to the island.
Oh shit, you're at the island already.
Yeah, I've just got to the island.
Man. You must have powered that then in the last
Yeah,
week.
well, I'd already started it. I said, like, in the last episode, I'd already started it, so I'd done sort of the main intro bit then.
Yeah.
And yeah, just smashed it. Really enjoyable. Like,
yeah,
it's a lot more open than any other Resi games. It feels like you go a lot more places. It's not as confined. A lot of Resi games, you sort of like, 7, you're in the house. 8, you're pretty much in the village and then the castle and stuff. You're always in these confined areas.
Yeah.
And 2, police station and the mansion in 1 and stuff. But this one's like pretty widespread.
Yeah, I'd say 8 and 4 definitely. Again, another similarity between them both.
Yeah,
they're very similar in that way. Like 8 literally has a castle and a village in it as well, like exactly like 4.
Yeah.
It's good though, isn't it? It's so good.
It's wicked. I really like Ramon as a bad guy. He's such a horrible little, like,
he's just horrible.
Spoiled rich kid who's like just turned into a disgusting vitriolic, like,
just psycho, just a pure
exactly.
like just a psychopath. Yeah.
He's just like, Mr. Kennedy.
Yeah, that boss fight is so much better.
It's so hard as well
than it is in the original.
Yeah, I've been playing it and I don't even remember what the original was at this point.
Yeah.
Because I'm like playing it, I was like, maybe I didn't ever finish it. I don't know, because I just don't remember so much of it past.
It's very different.
Point.
Like, it's very similar, but it's very different as well.
Yeah.
Like you said, the expansion they've added to the areas, definitely. Like, there's extra paths and things like that, and it's like you remember it, but it's not the same.
Yeah.
Like, I'm glad you're enjoying it, man. It's
wicked. I'm struggling at the moment though, because I'm in a pretty tough spot on the island. Basically got no health, no ammo. I'm like,
that it's weird, that section. So when you finish, because you beat Salazar, don't you? And then you pretty much go down to the island, get to the boat.
You go to the boat and Ada jumps on.
And if you've not got much in your box,
that's what I'm at.
You get to the island and it's like suddenly there's loads of enemies and they've all got like armor on or like helmets on. And it's like, hold on a second, I ain't got any fucking gear here.
Yeah.
That bit is quite challenging to get
strapped
through.
for bullets at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. I'll probably finish it by the next one.
Awesome. Yeah, sweet.
So, moving on to our main topic of the episode.
Yeah.
It is your turn to pick your desert island video games. The 8 video games that you will play for the rest of your life, and the only 8.
Yes.
How much have you been sweating over this?
Quite a lot. So I thought I had it all under control, and then after listening to your list last week and from getting people's lists throughout the week as well, which we're going to read out at the end of the show, I have been left sweating over the list. I think I've narrowed it down. I had some minor second thoughts this morning when I was looking through my honourable mentions, but I'm going to commit because looking at this list, I would be happy with this list. So,
nice.
I think it's one of those that on a different day, maybe I would take one over another, but
yeah, for sure. And that's what
whose idea was it to do this?
Yours, mate. I think you're locking it in now, so there's no changing it. But yeah, if you asked me like in a month's time, mine'd probably be different. Playing through Resi 4, I'm just like, how did I not put a Resi game on my list?
Yeah, I know.
How have I not got any Resi games now on this desert island? Fuck
it's mad, isn't it? It's mad.
Anyway.
Well, just before you start as well, obviously this is the reason why you're hosting this week, because I thought it'd be funny, because it's my turn.
Yeah.
But also, I gave you shit last week.
Yeah.
For having 17 honourable mentions.
Yep.
I went, fucking 17.
Yeah.
I didn't even think you'd get close to double digits.
Yeah,
I remember saying that.
How many are you getting then? How many have you got?
I can only apologise because I have got 21 honourable mentions.
You fucking twat.
I was going through it and I was like, can't leave that out. Even though I am leaving it out, but I need to give it an honourable mention.
Yeah.
So apologies.
Hard, it's hard.
It's really hard. I started writing them and I was like, got to mention that, and then I ended up with 21.
Well, apology not accepted. Let's move on.
Apology rejected. Let's get on with the quiz.
Nice. So, what have you got any order, or is this just?
Nah, I don't have any order. I've just because I've kind of chopped and changed it. Some of them have stayed, some of them changed. So I'm just gonna go 1 down to 8 in order.
Cool.
So
are you gonna kick us off? Yeah.
The first game I've got is the only game that you had on your list. That I've got on my list.
We've only got one dupe.
We've only got one dupe. I think.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've only got one dupe.
I expected there to be a few more.
So we've already spoken about it, but I have got Red Alert 2 on there.
Okay.
So it was a toss-up with this and Company of Heroes for me. The two best real-time strategy games ever made, in my opinion. But I had to give it to Red Alert 2 just for the nostalgia. I feel like you could get more out of Company of Heroes. You could play that campaign and do it in a lot of different ways, but I love the whimsical corniness of Red Alert as well as like the fact that it's a fucking amazing real-time strategy game. I actually think it might be the most timeless real-time strategy game as well.
It treads that line very well, doesn't it? Of like maintaining high quality RTS, like mechanics and units and stuff, but also just being a bit of a laugh as well.
Yeah, and I think why I love it so much as well, and same as Tiberium Sun actually, is that it doesn't try and do too much, which I think a lot of real-time strategies do now. Like I like additional mechanics. I like what they added in with Company of Heroes, where some units have specific abilities and things like that.
Yeah.
But I think what I love about Red Alert 2 is it's like you buy the unit and like that's it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really like the simplicity of that because you're never doing any like min-maxing or like micromanagement with specific units. It's just it's like I'm gonna build 10 Apocalypse tanks and I'm gonna fucking roll your base over.
Absolutely run you to the ground.
And there's nothing you can do about it. No. Build as many prism towers as you want, mate. Don't worry about it.
They ain't gonna do shit. I'll go through you like a knife through butter.
I'll just fucking dreadnought you from the ocean. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I had to go with Red Alert 2, and I'm taking Yuri's Revenge as well, just because for the UFOs. But that is my first one. That is the only one that we've got the same.
Very nice. Well, that surprises me. So that's cool. I'm excited now for the rest of your list.
Good. So yeah, then again, no particular order, but number 2 is Super Mario Maker 2.
Okay.
So this is one of my 2 online games.
Online, I was going to say. Yeah.
I toyed with the idea of putting Super Mario World in there, but I thought, why don't I just put Super Mario Maker 2 in there? And then it's just infinite Mario.
Yep.
Side-scroller Mario. And, you can play that for days and days and days and days. And as it's my online game as well, it will perpetually be updated. So,
yeah. And amazing. You just got basically every Mario level that you could ever want. Will always be there, available.
And if you get fed up with that, you can just make your own levels.
Yeah.
You can just literally make your own levels.
I think that's a really good shout. That's a really good shout for replayability in a platformer, especially.
Yeah, so the way I did my list was like I kind of wanted I wanted a diversity of genres, but I also tried to keep it replayable as well.
Yeah.
Like there's some really obvious games you could put in this list that are really replayable or like infinitely playable.
That's why it's so tough, because it's not what are your favourite 8 games.
Yes, exactly.
If you only were allowed to play these 8 games forever, what 8 games would they be? And you've got to consider those factors, the replayability, and like, do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
It hurts my heart that Gears of War wasn't in mine, but
Yeah,
I've played that game through so many times.
exactly.
I can remember it. I don't need to keep playing it forever.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, Super Mario Maker 2 was my Mario fix for that, because
Yeah,
platformers to me, especially 2D platformers, are like, they're just a safe bet for me personally. Like, I love a platformer, especially like a really good feeling platformer. And the OG of platformers is Super Mario, isn't it? It's the best.
I rate
It's
that
the
choice.
best. But yeah, that's my second one. That's my online one.
Very nice, very nice.
Right, third. So this is my other online one. And remember, this is the game at its peak.
Yep.
No cheaters. It's the ultimate version of this game.
Yeah.
So number 3 is Day of Defeat Source.
Very nice.
There was no way I was not taking this game.
Yeah.
To the desert island with me.
Great.
It's my all-time favorite like online shooter, like by far. It's World War II. It's Valve. It's nice, tight little maps, well-designed maps. The weapons are great in it.
Yeah.
Like, just, it's so good. It's so good. It's just, again, it's the nostalgia as well for me. Like, this is a game I used to play when I was like 13, 14, 15. And it's the game that I was at the best at in my entire life, if you know what I mean. Like, I would play a game when I was 14, 15, and I'd be like 50, 60 kills per game.
Yeah.
Like, no joke.
Sweat.
Like, played for a clan from Leeds. Like, we did a few matches against like other clans and like cleaned up. went pro, and then
what was your esports name?
Hit the bottle and I don't know. You put me on the spot there. No idea. I ain't quick enough to think of one, unfortunately.
Reflect, but with like freeze instead of ease.
Yeah, Clan Reflect.
Yeah, that'd work.
There you are, Clan Reflect done. But yeah, this is it's one of those games that's got a very special place in my heart.
Yeah.
There's 3 on this list that sort of have that, like, I couldn't live without it kind of game. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. What I would say is, with Dodd as well, is we played that when I lived with Jack a few years ago. So maybe like 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
Yeah, I remember. I came round, didn't I?
Yeah, and we all played it like LAN.
Yeah.
With Deck as well, and it was still an absolute laugh. It was such a good fun.
It's fucking awesome. It's such a good feeling. First-person shooter still. And it's, I don't know how old it is now. It's got to be 21, 22 years old, something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, absolute banger of a game, Dot Source. Had to take it with me.
Came out in 2003. Yeah, 21 years old.
Yeah, fucking hell. Oh my God. I mean, I used to play like the original, like the old Dodd as well.
Yeah.
And that was great. That was great. But it's all about Dot Source, man. It's all about Dot Source. And I'd download, like, you could download like the Saving Private Ryan pack and copy it into the bin files, and it would like change the sound effects of all the guns, so they were like real life sounding, like MG42s and stuff like that. That just made it even better.
I reckon that would do well if they redone that now. If they did like a current Dodd.
Dude, it's just,
it would do really well.
Like, I'm really enjoying playing Counter-Strike at the moment, but if they release like Dot Source 2, I'd be like, see you later, Counter-Strike. I'm going to play this for the rest of my life. Yeah, Dot Source, number 3. That's my 2 online games.
Some good choices. What you got? What's number 4?
Right, number 4
halfway.
Is halfway after this one. Number 4, I've put Subnautica.
Yeah, I knew that was on there. No.
Yeah. This is a top 10 for me. I'll say that about a lot of games, to be honest, but this one really is like cemented.
More than 10, weirdly.
Yeah. Yeah. This is one that like I can't. So it's one of those games that I could just play now immediately, and I'd start playing it, and I would play it to completion before I started playing any other game. This is the first one, not the sequel.
Knowing you, I find Subnautica to be synonymous with you. If anyone talks about Subnautica, the first thing I think is my mate Josh absolutely loves that game.
Yeah. That's good. That's good because like it's done well, but there's like not loads of people I know have played it. Do you know what I mean? And it's just a really fucking good game.
It's really good.
And it all started because I have thalassophobia. It all started with like this morbid curiosity of wanting to play a game where you're stranded on an oceanic planet, and it's like the thought of being able to play this game, crash land, and then somehow get off. Like, do you know what I mean? Like that. Yeah. That is like even more rewarding for someone that has thalassophobia and who's shit scared of like the deep ocean.
Yeah.
But I mean, we've spoken about it before on the pod. Like, it's not supposed to be a horror game, but it is absolutely a horror game.
Like, they absolutely slip that one in undercover, don't they?
Yeah,
because it's not a horror game for a while. When you first start playing it, you collect some resources. You're in the shallows. You know, there's a few fish to contend with, but it's not terrifying. It's just like, you piss off.
Yeah, you're like 30 meters deep or whatever. Yeah. And then you get the sea glide. You find the parts of the sea glide, and you're like, oh, I can go a little bit further now, like without, you know, like when I first started playing it, I thought I had the classic survival game mechanic where I thought I had to get back to the thing before it gets dark. And when you realise that's not a problem, you can just be like, oh, cool. Like, it gets scarier because it's darker, but you can always just surface and just head straight back to your life pod. But
all of a sudden, the atmosphere just switches up.
Mate, you just get to an area, like, you land in the safe shallows, and it's like the deepest you can go is like 25, 30 meters. You're like, this is all right. Look at all these like sick fish that I'm catching. And then you just go a little bit further, and then it just falls like off a cliff, and you just can't see anything below you. And suddenly it's like, oh, fucking hell. How far am I away from the life pod? And it's like, you're like a kilometer away, and it's like, fucking hell.
Yeah.
And you go a little bit further, and then it's just a sheer drop. And then like the PDA says, like, this is the ecological dead zone. The only species that survive are microscopic and Leviathan class. And it's like, what the fuck?
And then you start hearing them.
Yeah. You go a little bit further, it's like, are you sure what you're doing is worth it? It's like, no.
No, I'm not sure, actually. I'm really not sure.
Yeah, it's like, I'm just going to save it here, and then I'm just going to go in there and just see what happens. And you just get fucking annihilated.
I know people, like one of my friends at work just turned it off at that point and has never played it again.
I did exactly the same thing the first time I played it. I played it in Brighton when I lived there. And I stopped at that point and didn't play it again for like a year. I started actually playing it when lockdown started. And I was like, I can't believe I didn't crack on with this.
Yeah.
Because even though it's shit scary, like the loop of getting further and further down, you know, it's not like a genre defining mechanic, but the way it drip feeds the story in and stuff, and like spoilers for anyone that's going to play this. But when you get to the Aurora, finally, because you see it for ages, like miles away, like crashed, and then you finally get there and you get in and you realise, oh fuck, I need this tool to get through the next door.
Yeah.
Go back, come back. And you find the blueprint for the Neptune rocket. And then you realise, like, oh fuck, I can escape.
Get off of this.
I can escape. Then it becomes like this kind of like sort of race against time to get out, but the only way you can get out is to get these materials that are like 2,000 meters deep.
Yeah.
And you're just like, fuck, man.
With all of those beasts.
Yeah, I know I need to go down there, but I'm fucking terrified, but it's the only way off.
Yeah.
I've just got to face my fears and do it.
Bite the bullet.
But yeah, I think it's the best survival game ever made, personally. It hits such a good blend of survival mechanics and story and an endpoint. And yeah, it's that game, like I said, I could sit and play it. I could play it over and over and over again. I don't know why, I just fucking love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Subnautica, number 4.
Lovely stuff, mate. Lovely stuff.
Number 5, I've got Terraria.
Okay, yeah. This is your Stardew Valley then, I suppose.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. So I think obviously a few people would, like, if you did a poll, like a lot of people would pick Minecraft. I think Terraria would be another one where a lot of people pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've sort of fell in love with this game
We've played
the
it
minute I
together a
played it.
fair amount.
Yeah, yeah, I've played it with so many people. Like
Mm,
started from scratch and played it, and then yeah, I think we played it over lockdown as well, didn't we? And we
yeah,
made like a massive like tree house in a.
yeah.
We did like they've
When you did
added
the
so
wall of
much
flesh and
content.
stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Down in wait, we did more than that. We
Yeah, we
went
did.
and
We
did
went
like
well past it.
yeah
We were down in like the
in the
hell
jungle.
depths and stuff.
Yeah, and there's like the jungle and the dungeon area
The
as
dungeon
well.
bit, yeah, that's brutal. You get absolutely
Yeah,
one banged
all
down
the
there.
traps.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
But it's so good. It's such a good game, and like you said, it's my kind of Stardew Valley esque, like
yeah.
replayable, could play it
Replayable,
forever.
simple art style.
Yeah, respawn in a different biome and then build a mental fucking like base or whatever. You just keep playing it.
It also
You just
has a
keep playing it.
super interesting, like, diverse set of weapons.
Yeah,
There's so
yeah,
much like that you can just try out and be like, oh, like the boomerang, that's sick.
yeah.
Yeah,
All the items and stuff as well, like that just do different things.
yeah.
Like the way you can traverse around and like when you get the
The
drills and
hooks
stuff, like
Yeah,
yeah,
the
it's like
drills.
when you get the drill, it's just like what the hell. Like I've been pickaxing like a mug for like
Oh, yeah.
20
And
hours
I could have been doing this.
and I could have just been drilling. But yeah, it's a fantastic game. The art style's beautiful, the soundtrack's great. I think it's just a really really solid like choice for that specific type of game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just a fantastic game anyway, but also very functional for a desert island.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think that's another good choice.
Yeah. Okay, number 6. So
Yep.
this is another one that's very close to my heart. It's not Zelda.
It's not.
It's
There's a
it
Zelda
is
on it. There's a Zelda coming.
it is Chrono Trigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
another game that I synonymously relate to you.
yeah, yeah. Chrono Trigger, in my opinion, is the best JRPG ever. I think it's better than any Final Fantasy I've played by a
Okay.
mile. Better than Secrets of Mana.
Apart from
Do
9.
you know what I mean? Apart from 9, yeah. It's actually insane that this game came out in like 1995 or 94, I can't remember, on the SNES because it, no pun intended, but it is like the most timeless
Mm.
RPG I've ever played. And again, no pun intended, but it's just so ahead of its time.
Yeah.
Like it's so ahead of its
Right,
time.
Leon.
It's yeah, right. It's just ridiculous. The characters are amazing. The sprites, the art style, the music. Like, I would love to go to a concert that has an orchestra playing like Chrono Trigger soundtrack because
Yeah.
even in like the 8-bit stuff, it sounds. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's just so good. The battle mechanics in it are amazing. Like the equipping of like your tech moves and like if you fight long enough with a certain party member, like you'll unlock like a dual tech move, and then if you fight with 3 long enough, you'll unlock like a triple one that does like mega damage. And there's all these different combinations of attacks you can do, as well as like your basic magics and physical attacks. But the story's just phenomenal in this game.
Yeah.
Like it's really hard even now. People try and do it. They try and tell a story that's based on time travel, and somewhere somehow it gets fucked.
Yeah, there's a lot of pitfalls.
Or there's a loophole, yeah, or a plot hole that's like
things like
how do you
bootstrap
explain that?
paradox and stuff.
Exactly. And you could probably dig like deep into Chrono Triggers and maybe pick out a few, but it ties everything up so neatly and it's told so well, and you're jumping between different timelines, things like that, but not, like every detail is so well put together in it, depending on like you go back to certain areas in different times and it's like there's nods to like the old timelines and stuff like that, and things change, and like the end boss like Lavos, you can fight that boss at different times in the game depending on where you go, because you can go back, when you get the epoch and you can time travel, you can go to the day that Lavos basically destroys the Earth, and you can fight it on like Judgment Day,
Yeah,
like there,
that's
but
cool,
you're super underpowered unless you do like a New Game Plus, and then you can just fucking go and kill it. Or you can fight it like later on. Like it's so it's so good, man.
Yeah,
It's so good, and I couldn't leave it off my list. Like similar to Subnautica, I could play it every year. Do you know what I mean? Every year I'm on the desert island, I'd do a playthrough of
do another
Chrono
run
Trigger.
through.
Yeah, but yeah, best JRPG ever made.
Nice.
Number 7, another Japanese developer called Nintendo.
Who? Never heard of them.
Little indie title.
Little indie.
That's stuck on the list.
Is it Zelda?
So this is Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah. Okay.
Now this was a tough one for me because I by default had to have a Zelda game on the list.
Yeah, but which one?
And it became which one.
Yeah.
The reason I picked Tears of the Kingdom is because it's got the most replayability.
Okay.
So not so much a affinity with the game, even though I love it. It was my game of the year last year. But it came down to this Ocarina of Time or A Link to the Past, basically.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, Desert Island, the soundtrack will carry me through a lot of the days. But again, just loads of replayability and loads of shit to go and do, like just to go and get lost in, just have a wander about Hyrule. And also being able to do the building stuff on it, like you could just fuck around in it because it is basically like a giant playground. It's like I'm gonna try and build a rocket and get up there like really quick. You know what I mean? You could lose hours just doing nothing in that game.
Yeah. And
yeah, I had to get a Zelda on there. So
we all knew it was coming. If anyone's listened to any episode of this podcast before, they knew it was coming.
Yeah, to be fair, I think most people who've listened from the start would probably have thought, yeah, Tears of the Kingdom or a Zelda game would have been on there. But yeah, I've spoken about it a lot. Most people who played it will know. I think it'll be, again, one of those games that you'd see on a lot of people's lists.
I agree.
It's a fucking phenomenal game. And yeah, that's why it's on my list.
Very nice. So what is that? That brings us to number 8.
Number 8. So the final game.
The last one.
Got any ideas out of curiosity?
Oh.
What's missing? What's missing? What's missing?
What is missing? There's a football game missing.
There is a football game missing.
There's a football game missing for you.
There is a football game missing. And that's a good guess. Because my last one is, and Jack will know what this is straight away, Pro Evolution Soccer 5.
Yeah. I know.
Which, again, it's the best football game ever made. Ross will say Sensible Soccer, but incorrect. The correct answer is
factually incorrect.
The correct answer is Pro Evolution Soccer 5. Yeah, this is my all-time favourite football game.
Yeah.
By far. Like, I played this for years. Like, I played 6. I like 6, and I played 4, like 3 and 4. Like, Pro Evo 3 had Pierluigi Collina on the front cover.
On the front of the
that's how unlicensed like Pro Evo was. And then I think they had, who did they have on number 4? Can't remember who it was. But 5 had Thierry Henry and John Terry. And that was the year where Arsenal had that sick home kit, like the dark burgundy one, that really good one.
Oh yeah, I remember that kit.
Yeah, beauty.
Oh, Pro Evo 4 had Henry on it as well.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
I mean, he
was
and the ref again. Business, wasn't he? What, the ref and Henry?
Yeah.
On Pro Evo 4?
Yeah.
That's mental. Maybe he signed a 2-year deal. That's so good.
Yeah, that's quite funny. And it also had, it had Henry, the ref, and Francesco Totti.
Oh, little 3B.
Little
3B on there. Little 3Bs on the fucking front cover.
Triple shits.
Triple shits. Yeah, Pro Evo 5, man. It's Pro Evo 5. I still think it's the best football game I've ever played. You could have your own tunes on it. So I used to play it on PC with my little Logitech controller. Yeah. Chat used to come round and we'd play it like all night. We'd go and play football in the car park.
You could create your own team on that one as well, couldn't you?
Yeah, like the Master League.
Because I always used to make my school football team.
Yeah, you can make and edit players.
Yeah.
You can change what they look like. You can give them like crazy haircuts and stuff. The Master League was really good, which is like what FIFA didn't do for ages, where you start with like the fake Pro Evo players.
Yeah.
In like League 3, and then you get up to the Premier League, and then you can buy all the classic players as well. Like they'd have like Cruyff and Pele and like Beckenbauer and stuff like that. And then, because it was unlicensed, there was this guy that made these patches, and they were called the Wolf Packs. And he basically designed all the kits and like gave the teams the real names. And
yeah, not London Red and
Merseyside Red versus Merseyside Blue, and you could install those, and they'd have all the real kits and stuff like that. It was just, again, another one of those games that's very, very close to my heart. I have a lot of really fond memories playing that game. So yeah, that's my list, mate. Red Alert 2, Super Mario Maker 2, Day of Defeat Source, Subnautica, Terraria, Chrono Trigger, Tears of the Kingdom, and Pro Evo 5.
That is a good list, mate. I think you'd be happy on the island playing those.
I would. I mean, to be honest, just give me Dodd and Pro Evo, I'll be alright, I think. Right,
so,
let's get through this then.
On to your very refined and
Mate, you laugh. This is refined. This is refined.
Sounds like it. Modest list.
Right, so
21 honourable mentions, was it?
Yeah, I think so. I can't remember. There's a lot. So I had Hotline Miami, which was on my list, which was on my list for ages, because of the soundtrack and the replayability. Ocarina of Time, I had to put on there. Then I had Bloodborne.
Yep.
So this was one that I was a bit like, it came off the list and it went back on, and it came off. Sekiro. So Elden Ring as well. So there's 3 From Software games on there.
In your honourables, yeah.
Yeah, I just couldn't find the space for them as much as I wanted to. Company Heroes.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah.
Rocket League. Super Mario World. Half-Life 2. Resident Evil 4, the Wii version. Persona 5, which is annoying because that was on my list for a bit as well.
Yeah.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
Yeah. Journey. Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. Although most of the Metal Gears I could have put on there.
Yeah.
Halo 1, 2, and 3. BioShock.
Yeah.
Mass Effect trilogy.
Yeah.
Which I probably would have picked. If I could have had the trilogy, I probably would have put that on there. But we can't. So. We can't. It's fine.
Tough shit.
And then finally, I just put Command and Conquer because
in general,
I love all Command and Conquer games apart from Command and Conquer 4 because it's terrible.
Is that Tiberian Wars? Is that called?
Yeah, Siberian shite. It's rubbish. It's absolutely rubbish.
Pretty sure it's not that.
It's terrible. But yeah, those are my honourable mentions. That's my list.
Yeah, there's a lot as I expected. To be honest, there's a lot in your honourable mentions that I thought might have made the list. To be honest, so
yeah. So there's games like I didn't put on there, like The Last of Us and like God of War 2018, which I think is the best PS4 game. Like things like that. Ghost of Tsushima, like I would have put those on there, but they wouldn't have come into contention for being a desert island game. Like otherwise I just end up with a fucking list of my favourite games.
Yeah.
So those are all like ones I could potentially take.
Yeah, I am annoyed you didn't take Rocket League. So now when I'm on my desert island, I'm not going to be able to play with you on your desert island.
Sorry, man. Well, we can download the Red Alert 2 online launcher and play that together.
No, because we didn't take it as an online game, did we?
Oh fuck! No, we didn't. I'm just breaking my own rules.
Breaking your own rule. But
yeah. Sorry. Do you know what? It was
fine.
Close. It was close, but I had to put Pro Evo on there.
Yeah.
Soz.
I get it.
Love it, mate. Love it.
It's a very good list, mate. Very good list indeed.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been fun. This has been fun. It was a good.
Yeah, I mean, you can say that. Stressful and fun in equal measures.
Yeah, I liked it though. I liked it.
I enjoyed it.
So, I've got some lists. You've got some lists. Who have you got?
Yeah, we got some lists, friends of the podcasts. So both mentioned earlier, because I was with them yesterday. But Tristan and Jack have provided me with their lists,
Excellent.
which I think you'll find some of those very interesting.
Can't wait to hear Tristan's.
And also our good friend of the podcast, Sam Steele, has provided me his list as well.
Wicked. Let's whip through them.
Yeah? You want to go through them now?
Yeah.
We'll start with Tristan's then, since you said you can't wait to hear that. So, his games are Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 as his first online choice.
Okay.
Yeah? At its peak.
He didn't put Halo. Surprising.
Halo 3 as his second online game.
Cool. Okay, yeah, that makes
obviously.
sense now.
Zelda Wind Waker.
Oh, what a lad. What
Yeah.
a fucking lad. He's right, Tristan.
I thought you'd like that one. GTA Vice City.
Nice. Yeah.
Age of Empires. And then he put Winky Face soundtrack.
Yeah.
which he said you would enjoy.
Yeah. Cave, Battle, both excellent soundtracks. Well, tracks.
Songs. Then he put Wii Sports.
Oh, mate, that's a great choice.
I thought it was a very good choice. It's active. It's got a bit of variety. It's a laugh. Yeah, definitely a good choice.
Nice.
Then he put Tony Hawk's Underground.
Yeah, lovely choice.
And finally, he picked Uncharted 3.
That's a great list. That's a bloody great list.
Good little list, that, isn't it?
Yeah, that's really good.
Jack had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 honourable mentions.
Fucking hell. He still came, like, that's less than us.
Yeah, to be fair. But he also laughed when I said I had 17 honourable mentions, and then he ended with 15.
Yeah,
so,
it's hard. Yeah.
So Jack's were Rust, number 1.
Mm-hmm.
GTA 6, which I thought was a very Jack and very interesting choice.
Such a Jack choice, isn't it? Fuck off, Jack, you little slug.
GTA 6.
Were you getting that delivered to the fucking desert island?
I said it would come in on a raft.
2030 when it actually comes out.
Pro Evolution Soccer 5.
Oh, yes.
Skyrim.
Yeah.
Thrill of the Fight. Returnal. Right. Tony Hawk's Underground. And CSGO.
Nice.
And then his honourable mentions, we'll smash through those quick. Bioshock, Crash Bandicoot 2, Hitman 2, Half-Life 2, The Sims 3, Modern Warfare, Battlefield 4, Football Manager, Skyrim. Oh no, hang on. That was in his top 8. I need to take that out of the mentions. Last of Us 2, GTA 4, Red Dead 2, Uncharted 4, Dodge Sauce, and Metal Gear Solid 2.
Not getting Dodge Sauce in there, mate.
Yeah.
Come on. Who the fuck am I going to play with? I was banking on you having that in your list, Jack. Shocking.
Well, he's got Pro Evo 5.
That's true. It's not online though, is it?
It's not online. Not online, unfortunately.
Oh, fuck this.
And finally, we go to Sam's games.
Yeah.
Halo 2.
Yeah.
Pro Evo 5.
Oh, yes.
Faster Than Light.
Nice. Good choice.
Yeah. Tony Hawk's Underground.
Yeah.
Burnout 3.
Good
Football
game.
Manager with mods.
Okay.
XCOM 2, which I was very happy to see make his list.
Very nice.
And Gears of War 2.
Nice. Those are 3 excellent lists.
Some very solid
really
lists. And there's a few that we mentioned. There's a few, crossovers in there. Pro Evo 5 getting a few shout outs.
I was going to say, it's good to see that Pro Evo 5's getting, good
Tony Hawk's Underground in all three of those.
And Thug as well. Thug. Yeah. That's a really, Tony Hawk's, man. That's a game that's in it as well. You could play forever.
Mm. Yeah.
Nice.
And then different versions of Halo coming in as well, so.
Yeah, good. Mate, that's a solid variety in it. You can tell, like, the age group of that, of like us, us two, and then those 3 close mates of ours that were like all very much like grew up playing in those like the late games. 90s, early 90s. Yeah.
There was one that I was really liked because I hadn't thought about it for a long time, but it ended up not being on anyone's list. It got tabled, but Marble Blast Ultra.
Oh, mate, yes. Black Diamond, mate. Black Diamond. The amount of times we used to play that level. That and Super Monkey Ball. Yeah. Super Monkey Ball was banger as well.
Yeah, they were both floated, but not making it, I'm afraid.
Not confirmed. Nah, you can't. Yeah, you can't do that. I like the mention, though. So I've got a few people here, actually, so we'll sort of go through these like quite quick. So Ryan Selby, he's got Super Mario 64, Hearthstone, League of Legends, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which I think is a really good choice. Little Big Planet 2, Legend of Zelda, Wind Waker, Shadow of the Colossus, and God of War Ragnarok. So a lot of like kind of single player.
Hearthstone's a good call for that. I like that.
Yeah, it's good. Pete Friedman. So he's got Wipeout XL, Elder Scrolls Online, Quake 3 Arena, Final Fantasy Dissidia, Super Tetris 2 plus Bomb Bliss, Galaga, Halo 2, and Diablo 3. So you can tell Pete's a little bit older. You can tell he's a little bit older than most of the people that live.
Sam had Tetris in his for quite a while.
Yeah, it's one of those that kind of, it's a sort of a no-brainer, isn't it? It's like, but when you actually think about it, it's like, I'm not going to fucking play Tetris for the rest of my life. No way. I'd rather play Chrono Trigger 100 times. Carly McGarry, the other part of Reflect, she had Sims 3 with custom content. She insisted that I had to put custom content in there.
Okay.
Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
Stardew Valley. Red Dead Redemption 2. Yeah. SSX Tricky, which is a great game.
Oh, that's a good shout.
Yeah. Animal Crossing New Horizons. Planet Coaster. And Baldur's Gate 3, because she hasn't played it and she reckons she'd love it.
We had this exact conversation because Tristan also put forward the idea of maybe I should just pick 8 games that I've never played that I want to play. But it's obviously quite risky. And then Sam said that sort of implies that you don't expect you're going to be living very long on the desert island.
yeah, that's true. That's very true. I'm sure it's a fantastic game, but without playing it, I couldn't put it on my list. No way. Charlie Pond, big friend of the podcast and CS2 / Rocket League trio clan person. It's got Fable 3, South Park's Stick of Truth, Football Manager, Sims 4, Spider-Man. I'm assuming that's the reboot, the new one. GTA 5, which is allowed, unlike GTA 6. Rocket League and Rainbow Six Siege.
Very nice. So I can play Rocket League with Charlie then.
There you go. Yeah. Exactly. Unless he's got GTA 5 online and he's just playing Rocket League.
So I can't imagine that's what's happening.
Just against the computer.
Just in the practice room.
Yeah. Just forever. He's like, I'm sick of this, but
I can't play against.
Can't play anything.
Just play against those awful bots.
Those terrible bots that are dreadful, even on the hardest difficulty. Livy Page, she had Animal Crossing, Spyro the Dragon stuck in there.
That's a good shout.
God of War, Last of Us Part 1, Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim, because she hasn't played it, which is fair enough. It's a good game. The Sims, she didn't specify which one, but she did put with all the expansion packs, so I'll give you The Sims 3, because it's probably the best one. Kingdom Hearts 1 and Super Mario 64, so another Super Mario 64 in there.
Very nice.
Ross Murphy, my brother, he had World of Warcraft, Company Heroes 3, which is surprising that you put Company Heroes 3 in there, Ross. I thought you put the first or second one, but never mind. Half-Life 2, Metal Gear Solid, Super Mario All-Stars, Sensible World of Soccer, Tears of the Kingdom, and Baldur's Gate 3 as well, because he's not played it, but he was willing to bank on it.
Yeah. A lot of replayability in those.
Yeah, it's a good list. It's a good list.
They've all been really good lists.
To be honest, like most of these games are just fucking awesome. Marie Hickman, she had Mass Effect Trilogy. You're not having that, mate, so you can have Mass Effect 2 because it's the best one.
It is the best one. Dragon
Age Origins, so a bit of BioWare love in there.
Yep.
Spiritfarer, Assassin's Creed 2, Fallout 4, Fable, Telltale's The Walking Dead, and Red Dead Redemption 1.
Very good. A lot of hours in that as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of hours in that, yeah. A lot of RPGs.
RPG heavy. Hey, if that's what you like, mate, you know what you like.
Mate, you're getting your money's worth, aren't you? Josh Bone, he had Red Dead Redemption 2, Animal Crossing's New Horizon, Resident Evil 4 Remake, Tetris Attacks, Age of Empires 2, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Call of Duty Warzone, and Super Mario Maker 2. Nice. Bless him, he wrote a big paragraph on each of these games while he was on the floating bridge and sent the list to me. So if you're listening, Bone, sorry I didn't read them out, but we're on 50 minutes now. I've got to get through this. And then last but not least, Ellie Whitewood. She had Mass Effect 2 because she did it properly. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Dragon Age Inquisition, Red Dead Redemption 2, Persona 3, Persona 5 Royale,
Ooh.
Uncharted 2, and Skyrim.
Uncharted 2,
Which
best
is-
Uncharted as well.
Yeah, I love Uncharted 2. 2 and 3, easy.
2.
So, awesome list.
Some
Massive
absolutely
diversity.
fantastic lists,
Massive
mate.
diversity.
A
of
lot of
lists there,
shout
yeah.
outs there for the Red Dead, GTAs.
Yeah,
Really good, really good.
Yeah.
And Game of the Year last year, Baldur's Gate.
exactly. Yeah, so I had fun doing that. It was a fun little experiment.
It was.
I'd like to do something along those lines again, maybe, where we do
Yeah, we'll get a
an
guest on
episode.
and get them to
Yeah.
sort of justify their choices a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. See how different their list is, like
Mm.
when they actually record it to what it was when we got it off them. But yeah, thanks for doing that, everyone. If you're
Yeah.
listening, that was
Love it.
yeah, it was really cool. Really good list as well.
Thanks,
Right. I'll jump
What's-
back in here. and
What's
do
the
old-
Reflect Selects this week?
The Reflect Selects this week is Persona 3 Reload,
Very good.
which is out on the 2nd of February on PC. Yeah, it's out on everything. Developed by Atlas and P Studios, published by Sega. Yeah, Persona 3. I've never
Mhm.
played it.
Got a little sneak preview at EGX, didn't we?
We did get a little sneak preview. It looks beautiful. I'm really excited to play the Persona game that everyone bangs on about. That is like their introduction into Persona. Yeah, it looks awesome, man. Super stylish. It's exactly what you'd expect from a Persona game. So not too much to say there, but I had to give it. So yeah,
Easy choice,
Persona
innit?
3. Yeah, it's easy choice. So it's Persona 3 Reload on the 2nd of February.
Very nice.
Boom.
Boom. And what have you got coming out on the channel this week, Connell? Oh, well, what I've got coming out on the channel this week is a Rocket League highlights video. And it's called Coming Out of Retirement. So it's
Yeah, nice.
me and you trying to brush off those cobwebs.
There was a lot of cobwebs.
There's a lot of cobwebs. Still brushing.
I think we did it right, though. I think we did it right.
Done all right,
considering-
yeah.
It's like riding a bike, isn't it? You sort of just get on with it, don't you? Even though I
Yeah,
can't
takes
ride a
a few,
bike.
get back into it.
Yeah,
You can't ride a
exactly.
bike?
Nah.
Can you not?
Just announced that on the
mad.
podcast. My own fault.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I tried when I was younger, and my dad pushed me down the hill on Clatterford Wreck, and I went into a hedge.
That's
'Cause I
just
just
like
couldn't
the
stop.
throwing a kid in at the deep end to make
Yeah.
him learn how to swim. approach to
Effectively,
that.
yeah. And I just got up and stormed off. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not doing this. These are dangerous as fuck.
I'll teach you how to ride a bike. I'll
Yeah.
roll you down a hill in Brighton.
Yeah, that's the hilliest fucking place ever. It's on my bucket list.
Yeah, maybe you should take one to the desert island.
They are. Just take a bike instead of Chrono Trigger. Oh, I'm gonna have 7 games and a bicycle. That's
A
not.
bike.
I ain't gonna work on fucking sand, is it? Nice. So Rocket League highlights. come
Yeah,
out.
yeah. It's a pretty straightforward one. Just us trying to get back into it. There's a few moments of those glimpses of what once was, but there's a lot of rusty, a lot of funny moments.
Ah, wicked. Awesome. Well, take us away, mate.
Oh yeah. What do you do at the end?
That'll do us.
That'll do us. Thank you for joining me on the podcast today, Josh.
No problem, mate. My pleasure.
Yeah, it's been great to have you. Great to hear your list. Some absolutely fantastic choices in there. And thank you to all of you out there listening in the world. We'll see you next time for episode number 45.
Toodle pip.
Oh, I love it. Love it. Very good. Hey there, and welcome to episode 44 of Castle of... Fucked. Fucked it.
Yeah.
God damn it.
It's going in. It's going in at the end.